You want to know what cancer is? It's a thief, a damn thief. It doesn't just steal your life. It steals your dignity, your strength, your memories. It steals the person you are long before it stops your heart. And you're being lied to about it every single day. My name is Frank. I'm 92 years old, and I spent the last 30 years of my life trying to understand the monster that took my wife from me. My Nena, she was everything, and cancer ate her, alive, from the inside out. And I stood there and watched it happen, Clear's throat, holding her hand, feeding her the hospital food they told us was healthy. What a joke, Clear's throat. So if you're looking for some feelood advice from a doctor in a white coat, music, you're in the wrong place. I'm not a doctor. I was a mechanic. I spent my life fixing engines. And I learned one thing. You can't fix a broken engine by ignoring what caused the problem in the first place. You have to get to the root of it. And cancer, it's the same thing. When Ellie got sick, ovarian cancer, we did everything they told us to. Music, the chemo, the radiation, all of it. It was brutal. It turned my vibrant, beautiful wife into a ghost, a fragile, tired ghost. And I'd sit there in that sterile white room and watch them pump poison into her veins. Music. And then I'd go to the hospital cafeteria and see them selling soda and donuts and all kinds of processed music junk. And a little voice in the back of my head started screaming, "This doesn't make any sense, music." She died on a Tuesday. I remember the smell of the antiseptic. I remember holding her hand, and it was so cold. And after the funeral, after all the casseroles and music, the sad looks from the neighbors were gone. I got angry. A deep, burning anger. An anger at the disease, sure, but more than that. An anger at the ignorance, the lies, the nonsense we've been fed for decades. I threw out every medical book we had. We started reading real research, not the stuff funded by the drug companies. Music, not the junk on the back of a cereal box. I'm talking about the science of how the human body actually works. And what I found, music. It's so simple, it'll make you furious. It comes down to two things, just two. What you put in your body and what you put in your head. Music. That's it. That's the whole war. First, let's talk about what you're eating. You got to understand, cancer cells they're stupid. They're greedy, but they're stupid. They love one thing more than anything else. Sugar, music. It's like fuel to them. They gobble it up. And what have we been doing for the last 50 years? Shoveling sugar into our bodies. Music. Like there's no tomorrow. It's in everything. Your bread, your ketchup, music, your salad dressing. You think you're eating healthy, but you're just feeding the enemy. When Ellie was sick, I'd bring her a ginger ale because her stomach was upset. Music. The nurses said it was a good idea. A ginger ale, it's just sugar water. I was giving my wife's cancer its favorite food, and I didn't even know it. That thought, it keeps me up at night, even now, so you cut it out. All of it. The sugar, music, the white bread, the pasta, the processed junk that comes in a box with 100 ingredients you can't pronounce. Music. You starve the cancer. You stop feeding it. You eat real food, meat, music, fish, eggs, vegetables, the stuff that grows in the ground or had a mother. It's that simple. Your body is a high-performance engine. You wouldn't put sugar in your gas tank, would you? So why are you putting it in your body? But that's only half the battle. The other half, music, it's in here. Your mind, your body keeps score, you know. Every bit of stress, every bit of anger, every grudge you hold on to, it creates inflammation. And inflammation, that's like pouring gasoline on a fire. It's the environment that cancer loves. Music, a body at war with itself. After Ellie died, I was a wreck. I was angry all the time. I hated the world. I hated God. I hated everyone. And I was sick. My joints ached. I couldn't sleep. My blood pressure was through the roof. My body was on fire with grief and rage. And I realized I was creating the same environment inside of me that had let cancer take my wife. So I had to learn to let it go. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. Harder than burying my wife. I had to forgive. Forgive the doctors for their ignorance. Forgive the world for its unfairness. Forgive God for being silent. And I had to forgive myself for that ginger ale. Peace. That's the secret. You have to find a way to be at peace. You turn off the news. You stop arguing with strangers on the internet. You go for a walk in the woods. You listen to music. You sit in silence. You do whatever it takes to calm the fire inside you. Because a stressed body is a sick body, and a sick body is a welcome mat for cancer. So yeah, I'm 92. I eat steak and eggs for breakfast. I walk 2 miles every day. I spend my afternoons in this room fixing old clocks. It's quiet. It's peaceful. And every night before I go to sleep, I talk to Ellie. I tell her about my day. I tell her I love her, and I thank her. I thank her for teaching me in the hardest way possible what it really means to live. Music. This isn't about living forever. It's about living well. It's about not spending the last 10 years of your life in a hospital bed full of poison and regret. It's about having the strength to hold your grandchild's hand. It's about being clear-headed enough to say, I love you, and mean it. So stop waiting for a magic pill. There isn't one. The cure, the prevention, music. It's in your grocery cart. It's in your quiet moments. Music. It's in your ability to let go of the noise and just be. Stop feeding the disease. Music. Stop living in a state of emergency. Your life is a precious, beautiful thing. Music. Don't let a thief steal it from you. Do it for the people you love, and do it for the people who love you. Trust me, it's worth music it.